Time to act. Body and mind.
Willpower to move mountains.
Time to act.
Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already...
Well, what are we waiting for?
Please. Wait, before attending the meeting,
What do you...
promise me that you won't commit...
What do you think?
Okay.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Everyone's here so early!
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been?
Are you ready? Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's...
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small...
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Come on, don't give me that face.
That's what I wanted to hear. Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell.
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
Paimon's...
To be honest, I feel that your deeds speak.
Candace.
I'm very glad I've said the same. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. You're welcome. Good luck.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll hit them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also,
Yes, she did. But our plan is not child's play. I hope this is clear to you.
huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more?
Didn't we already do that during the meet?
You can never have enough words.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart. We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge.
Speak.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are faced.
Well, being a scholar is
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
this guy.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I think. Those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting but the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has the withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is...
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what... At least, that's what Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots.
But if that's the case, what should we...
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can... To make sure we're still on track, I would like to...
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base. They're here.
Huh? What are they?
I gave them some technical...
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for
Look here.
Huh? More...
What's that look on your face?
Paimon's a little scared.
Anyway, we're not going to use this. As I mentioned during the meeting, This knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to Traveler, I want you to record. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most important. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction?
Yes,
Paimon is...
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, because to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognized. Now, open your eyes. Here,
What's this?
read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything...
It's just a recording. There should...
But what was the point?
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these caps...
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account... You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And this device has always... After all that time... A slave to orders. And that's why rules are... In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But...
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very... interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
things you're interested in are really out there.
Anyway, I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing.
Small
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal.
I thought we agreed on a...
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk.
But it's still the best plan we have.
I did. And that...
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't...
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, had I known all Hatham would give you those kinds of...
Look, you already know that we're all on this...
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate...
Seems you really do understand.
Traveler, Paimon. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenary...
Wait! How can we work...
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group.
That also sounds like something...
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how...
Of course he does. He told me. There is no perfect plan. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success... I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always...
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies...
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help? We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle to...
Sino, on behalf of... We have no fear of casualties, because we crave...
Well, now that you've... But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the...
Okay.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Time to act.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations.
Of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to—
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies.
As many as Ain al Ahmar? This should—
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it—
Got it! Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust—
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing, aren't you even a little worried? Well, even if that guard doesn't know—
We discussed this.
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry. The guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so
First, the other Matras still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention, no matter how you look at it. They don't seem interested in sharing the news of some—
A reasonable inference.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha—
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain— Actually, considering the power of the Akasha,
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, if you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information, but things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this— haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the—
Because the Akasha controls—
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral— However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of a decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe our thoughts and logic have intermingled. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely—
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Paimon,
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
will do.
Just remember to stay—
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red—
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will—
Beep, cunt.
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun.
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation.
There's no need for flattery. Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the—
Understood. Hurry, bring the map.
In 2 days, we will engage— Any questions about the time?
None at all.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. Get ready.
station. Let's go meet Sino in the desert.
Body in mind. Time to act.
Look, over there. Our helpers have arrived already. Let's hurry over.
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is, since this is a big case for the Academia.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome. What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and...
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra?
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that's...
Motion to compel.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a little.
No, my sword.
Can't handle your drink.
Witness the power of Gua. Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
Come a little closer.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll
I'm afraid...
King Deshret will...
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you...
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there?
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise.
Yeah.
Go join up with her.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. If we need help, get ready for the next...
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you... In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, down 7 drinks.
Sorry. We didn't mean...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing... All joking aside, I'm glad... Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible.
Yeah, we sure don't want...
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be So, we'll find Tainari and can... The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard.
But... Paimon...
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are... how much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smile. Come on, give me a smile so that I'm looking good. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one. Let's go.
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Traveler? Paimon?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right. Then follow me. This place is better. We won't... Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor...
He's that strange-looking...
Yes. Actually, he left Pardis DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah. He came look...
Can I ask what it was? Sorry to ask you like this after having... For now, all we can share with you is...
Sino, you said. I see. So, okay. I'll answer your questions and will assist you.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar...
Hypatia? What?
And what do you mean by take away?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean you're leaving this...
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the...
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants.
But forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking,
Since you asked, I'll be frank.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general...
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I will personally supervise her treatment and see...
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but it's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's confident in himself and his abilities to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not... Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today. What with Her Most Noble Majesty, the Tsaritsa, calling for a... Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and the tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me, if you can keep yourself safe. Please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia. If you don't...
All right, we've got a plan.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from...
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean... On that note, aren't you also
The Academia, yes. But my master is a man of I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long. But
I see. So you noticed something was up with the Academia from the very...
This may well be how Sino became involved in all of this. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. I think this may be something he needs to hear right...
Okay, we'll find a chance to...
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this... Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take... Just to be safe, let's check.
But we have no idea where...
We'll do it the mercenary way. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the dock. To the south of here is Port Ormos.
Port Ormos?
That's right. Let's go to the port and...
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills.
Shh! Don't. The port is crawling with...
Let's keep going and...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. This place will do. We can hide here while we...
Uh-oh! He saw us!
Huh? Is he...
It's time to say...
Wait, is...
Huh?
And where are all the soldiers we...
They were all here just a few minutes...
So this was a trap. Wait.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's...
Oh no!
Let's go!
Pardis DI is not a place you...
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Pardis DI for research.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make...
It would seem that my word... You can keep trying to deny it.
With all due respect, your...
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. I may be staying at Pardis DI as a scholar. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have...
Then it seems our...
No one will lay a hand...
Tainari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
You're in for a little shock.
I must collect myself.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Well done. You need to hurry up. That seems to work.
Time to act. Rain cutter.
An unfortunate fault.
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yes, Tainari, speed him up!
Time to act.
I will end you.
You're in for a little shock.
Let's end this quickly.
Surrender and be gentle.
Change of plans.
Almost. You need to hurry up.
I have taught you everything I know.
Don't be such a... You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
You need to hurry up.
Blitz.
This isn't good.
Sayonara special! On the rock! Let's go, let's go!
You're in for a little shock.
This was
Try
well
not to
done.
enjoy this too.
Boom boom!
You need to hurry up.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
No, my sword! Motion to compel! Time for your arraignment!
The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
I will end you.
Let me weave you a verse. Incinerate!
Look at you, boo down!
No, my sword!
Let's end this. This is bad.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Pine...
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The...
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's DI and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. But this also shows that humanity's worship... Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words, but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, she peered into my consciousness, and all gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Who wants to hurt my devout? The doctor wants to hurt... How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not... The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift. Just like my It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Palantir? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while. Where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger!
Time to act.
Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey!
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get
Struck by
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the—
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. Why are you sorry? It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to—
Just in case. Let's... Thank goodness she's...
Hey, how about taking...
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll...
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always...
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, traveler. Now you may start.
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about?
The academias.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food, I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party Steve.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and left Sumeru in a hurry. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the balladeer. Is that why they tried to seize Hypatia?
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his...
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions.
So, if the doctor was to show up again...
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed...
Yay! That's...
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Let's continue to keep a low profile.
Body and mind. Time to act.
All right.
How did everything go?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the Doctor has left Sumeru by boat. So, we've successfully removed the Doctor from the picture. Also, Tighnari's already resting.
Oh, Tighnari also asked us to tell you.
Everything also went smoothly on my side. To avoid alerting the quarry.
I can't believe you actually got—
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. Well, is that everything?
Huh? Wait.
Well, what else?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, so you should find someone more suitable.
But I thought all of you Academia
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that.
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired. That's right. So come on.
Yeah, say something to boost morale.
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilu.
Hey, everyone. I'm...
Not at all. I was at...
But you also look like you're up to no...
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like...
Huh? Join you? You mean... You also want to discuss something important?
Yes. Nilu, are there any breaks in...
Huh? Oh, right. The trap. I must have, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Remember.
Okay. I'll get my friend...
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep. You...
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super...
Well said. A good night.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow.
Okay. So...
Yep, good night, everyone! Today is the Academia's Nia Garbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action. Al-Haytham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
'Twas on a deserted rain outlines your fate.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost out. What about you all?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource. It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it could no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Nyagarbha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Danger Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Nyagarbha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Alhaitham if things go south.
Time to act.
Scribe? Please, wait.
That's me. Is something the matter?
No. I was just surprised to see you here. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a great look. Based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? The sages search for you. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clear.
It's nothing.
All right. Thank you.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to—
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyargarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own just act natural.
What's this
It's a lift that Academia personnel—
Are we gonna take it then?
No, not right now. We can't guarantee—
You think the Grand Sage will exit, and after he does, we'd sneak
Who knows? However—
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind— Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not— An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts.
Grand Sage. I didn't—
I'm sure. It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize. Excellent. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Nyargarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. You see, if that is so, then you should be praising our great—
Trivial.
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, creating a god. Yes, if humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. We shall regain a god's— Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali, what can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the Academia. Does that make us equal to— We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true— With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary.
What a pathetic reputation. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, not only are they acting against the Academia...
I'll hate them?
Anyway, I've brought them to... Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler.
I'll hate them? So we finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an... As it is Niagarba Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new... To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under... Are you not familiar with the concept that... In any case, your Sumeru...
You're despicable!
Despicable? Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time.
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. I will First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant...
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have...
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prologue. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would be...
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite... If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan... Sneak into the Academia on Niagarba Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person.
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia. However, under the current circumstances...
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you...
So flight... Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Niagarba Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our—
What? Why do we want to—
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest— Once the traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of—
I can already—
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth—
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's— According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha. That way, they can't even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to—
So our job is to wake up Nahida!
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, However, as for whether she'll—
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally— There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like— the faster it blinks, the better the signal! Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure! Here? No signal again! Is it getting jammed? Here? No signal again! Is it getting jammed?
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. I wanted... So I've kept listening, kept looking, so I can catch up to... But I'm stuck this sage, and I'm...
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've... To Archons, should Archon, have I been? Am I... How do I... It's... so quiet here.
Since you're the god, you've known the answers to all the...
You're right, though. I won't...
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you... wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just when I think of everything...
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! When you went to wake up Nahida, you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think Yep, so...
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
All right, but if anything happens...
Don't worry. They've been through worse.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Nilou, how's it going? Nervous?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm...
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take...
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though we...
Well, thank you both.
Ooh, that sounds...
All right, let's get back to business. Nilou, we'll...
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting...
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry. It'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilou. Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right... Do you want some candy?
Vihar, thank you. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and... yeah, thanks to you.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the... Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too... Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that... It's a time-tested trick of his! Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's with the Doctor's technological support...
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is all... I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performance?
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the...
Sure sounds complicated. But it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish...
The Akasha will turn humans into...
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too. By the way, this plan's still...
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards in the academia are gone...
Then it'll be time for me... Here they come. Did you see that, Rama?
After laying low in the city for...
We couldn't do it.
With a lioness like you.
We still need to eliminate the...
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and...
Speaking of which, most of the guards who are following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the prints...
Indeed.
All right, let's each take a...
You gave such an important task.
It'll be fine. Isak was... Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person.
You've got a point. Anyway.
Good luck.
outfit.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isaac? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind. You only need to think about getting the guard.
Okay.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do next?
Huh. Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind... The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Hey, stop! I saw you! Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard...
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is bad. Oh, how is this possible? There's also an...
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is... Oh, how is this possible? There's also...
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is bad.
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali. Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is I suppose that's all of you? Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got...
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. After stepping into our trap, stop...
An ambush? How's that possible?
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground.
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion. Where are the guards? Why...
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies. Right now, all Academia guards have entered...
Arrest? I have an ominous...
arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Right now, everyone is in a panic.
What happened? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped. That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. What manner of trickery did they employ? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali. The Akasha indeed contains this. How did they bypass my permissions to... Was it the report about the traveler that I'll hate? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering. Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't... Have you been to the sanctuary?
Confirm. It may be a bit offensive to say that. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees, if we have to confirm the information and knowledge, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukad have...
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha.
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if the...
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally can... Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong. She really appeared again? What is the meaning of this?
What a comical sight. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right, and you all can only see the world in your mind. The one, and precisely because of this, she has been a
Sino. The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia.
No, you were blinded. Your fault.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha...
Then tell me.
You want to buy time. This is the sanctuary of Surasthana. And as for the investigation...
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamatra?
No. I want you to... You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but... thinking about it, at least when Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned...
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more—
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Academia— The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for—
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall— Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Surasthana. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams. Consciousness. Thank you so much for coming. During this time, I did some self-reflection. Exactly! We're here. Amazing. So this is how it feels. So it's like I just had an endlessly long... My concept... But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really... It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure... There's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as there are... Ah! Wow! That's the... I understand now. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how... Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the Academia is with their God creation plan. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it. First things first, I need to remove... After that, I'll make some... After all, this might take some time. If we don't stop the god create... Might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
Body and mind.
Nahida. I'm done with the parts that needed my... Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation... Oh, also, this is for you. Huh? What? It's a small device I put together just now. You may not need it right now. Wait! This thing were both small things? Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! It's alright. It's only a flying device. You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. I was simply... Nahida, you're a natural at this. By the way, even though I'm the Archon you may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count... I'm glad I can... So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? I've located where the false god is.
Body and mind.
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have... The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself. That's true. They were already hiding one god. Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the... But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the Fatui under the doctor sure didn't... Yeah! Or else they wouldn't have been that jet... Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the... The Fatui Harbingers are all such... So... This Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god, we had previously come into contact with his consciousness. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably... Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he... That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his... It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. The more we know now, the... Alright, time to...
Work time! Let's begin! Work. Put your back
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Don't be such a brute.
Here you go! Time to fulfill my duty. No slacking off!
Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate! Witness the power of Gawai!
It isn't time for a break yet!
You're in for a little shock.
This should be fun!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
My duty!
Can't handle your drink!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Let's end this
No, my
quickly.
sword! Time to act.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Boom boom! Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Let's spark things up a little. Come.
Motion to compel.
I slipped up. This isn't good.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it. It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
Let's begin. Let's end this quickly.
Breath of the flame!
You're in for a little shock.
I will end you.
Time to...
Come a little closer.
Incinerate!
Let's end this quickly.
You come a little closer.
Pew-pew! Look at you, Boozle! Yeah!
This is bad.
Boom boom!
I guess this is it.
You'll get frostbite.
Witness the power of Gurwa. Rain outlines your...
Pew-pew!
You're in for a little shock.
Incinerate!
Try not to enjoy the...
Can't run.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
I'll put you on. Have a load of this.
Time for your arraignment!
Diana Special! I'm a rock!
You're in for a little shock.
That's it. Put this through.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
I will end this first.
Boom boom!
Harden up. What an annoyance. Let's end this quickly.
Rain outlines your fate.
That seemed to work. I slipped up.
Look at you, Boomtown!
Incinerate!
Come a little closer.
That seemed to work.
Ring cutter!
Come at me.
Let's spark things up a little.
Looks like I went too far.
Invisible evidence!
Hurry up. This one's well done.
Body and mind. Motion to compel.
Feels close.
Know my sword! One after another! Yeah! Boom boom!
Can't handle your dream!
You're in for a little shock.
I'm a rock!
Motion to compel!
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they want. Oh no. Are you nervous? If you really want to know. Yes, I am. I feel not just nervous, but curious. Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this, and if it's a form of not. However, so to me, that's also why I love observing humans and all the things. And now, at long last, I will personally experience. Ah, so that's what you mean. Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer. the God of Wisdom, and standing beside you, the Traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now, like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura, it really feels like the gods!
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological...
You sure are something!
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every Gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it?
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as...
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between...
The strife engraved upon a Gnosis. You're talking about the Archon. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. All those losses were meaningless, driven...
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the God of Wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Boom boom!
Insignificant past!
Witness the power of Gurwa! Know my sword! Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel!
Feeble human!
Time to act. Body and mind. Boom boom!
At my command, you shall fall!
A minor setback. I let my guard down. Rain outlines your fate.
Perish!
Incinerate!
You're in for a little shock. Come over.
Insignificant past.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Know my sword.
Feeble human!
Motion to compel. Time to act.
You're in for a little shock.
Incinerate! Keep within the wall. Motion to compel. Rain outlines your fate.
Insignificant past!
Tremble! Burn to oblivion!
Inadmissible evidence! The rune! Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Kneel!
Body and mind. No, my sword! Incinerate!
Pew pew!
Motion to compel!
Reality is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Boor?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. The first sage of Boor.
I am the all-knowing God!
A minor setback. Rain cutter.
Kneel!
Body and mind.
Burn to oblivion!
Let's spark things up a little.
Diana Special!
Yikes! Time for your arraignment!
Reality is pain! Good riddance, cruel world.
Incinerate!
Not possible.
Motion to compel! Witness the power of Gurwa! Know my sword!
Try not to enjoy this too.
Sharing my knowledge. Can't handle your drink.
Incinerate! Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind.
Reality is pain! Humans. Filthy humans. Wait! Please! Anything but the gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never!
I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining... Forbidden knowledge? You're in? Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successful then. A second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata...
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed... She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden... I'm just... sharing her... Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, but now we have it. We can cross the polluted and then we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth. Each of us need to be even with the Gnosis' protection. Don't worry.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. It's...
Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Body and mind. Body and mind. Time to act. No, my sword! Motion to compel!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Boom boom!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Four-leaf sigils have appeared in the sky!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse. Body and mind. No, my sword! Body and mind.
Diana Special!
Time to act. Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Let's spark the...
Wrap up the flame! I let my guard down. Ring cutter. No, my sword. Incinerate.
You're in for a little shock.
Not good. Let me weave you a verse.
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
Body and mind.
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way?
Mm-hmm. We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything...
Hopefully there...
Are you saying you've never...
No. It seems that my birth otherwise. I think she would have given me a little more...
Hey! You've done it... So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Ruka... But... The ones...
Is that... Are you... Greater...
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature.
Because you are me. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true,
though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be. When a branch grows into a mature tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge.
That's a great insight. It's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps I already see a determination in you that I did, along with the blessings from your past experience. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired. It's so nice to speak with you, Great.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the 7 were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Earth, the pain started to torment my mind. By the time had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago.
So what exactly is?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's no...
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel which is why I created a device that compiled...
It's truly the world's most...
Thank you. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but from the very beginning, my existence...
Oh no.
I've experienced that pain in your...
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. Even if I died, my existence and everything... And there's no... So, I took the purest, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution.
Wait!
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart. Irminsul has all the removing me from Irminsul means, but...
People love you so much and how can we just... Is there really no other...
You're the god of wisdom, Boer.
But this...
No need to feel so sad, Boer. These are the words in their entirety. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. We've just saved the world, right? So I don't know where this feeling inside of me is just now. We used the power of two gnosis to successfully then we removed the remaining poop.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Huh? That sound.
I've been waiting here far too long, but finally I have the chance.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by...
You mean...
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing... So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very life inherently has many rules and...
Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace.
Since you're in the academia, why...
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on you. Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over and it's time. For example, Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me?
After all, I'm also...
Your hypocrisy is built. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprised. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an ascent. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events...
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me. The most segments are extraordinary. Yes, how very interesting. Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the really...
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged. Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until But what I'd like to know is...
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so
short-sighted? You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. There won't be any further...
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been another chess piece. And where is...
Don't be greedy.
No, this is a different transaction. If you Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the... Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way.
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is...
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this. Once I finish telling you about this, with negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Are you awake? Kale says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Come on, Traveler.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake.
Yep.
I prepared some breakfast today.
It's nice.
Well, now that I've recovered...
And Paimon bed.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you. Oh, we're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar. As heroes of Sumeru, please...
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. Everyone's aware of your ability.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master
Tighnari!
Ah, good morning. How do you feel?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well,
But from the looks of it, you seem to be...
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps. Or, alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast. You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the
Huh?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs.
Huh?
Yes, he's a Lesser Lord When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, as a result, work hasn't...
That sounds really exciting.
There's nothing we can do, but that's another topic.
Ah, right!
You've recovered well.
Time to act.
Well, there won't...
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things up here.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests?
Oh, it'll be fine.
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letter, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests have...
Huh? Are we the only ones?
Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilou is Sumeru's #1... You have no idea how happy I am.
If you consider enjoying Nilou's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilou is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
You guys are so funny. There's really no need for that. I'm sorry.
There's always a lot going on at the...
Yeah. Traveler and Paimon, could you help if for some reason they didn't...
Yeah, we can also check out how...
As for Sino, I'm not too sure. As for juniors...
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler. We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dain, but you're already...
Oh? Who else?
Mr. Cavey was just here asking about him. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way.
Ah.
Time to act. Body and mind.
should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But
Just put down that worthless book and tell me.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have...
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen,
Oh?
Would I be here asking you if I knew?
Well...
Huh?
Oh.
Huh. Maybe it's because...
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you...
Oh, see?
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you...
Are you And don't change the subject! You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on.
Don't get me started! I get angry just thinking.
So...
Like I need to tell...
No.
I was in the desert, which is true. Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert...
Ha!
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his...
Huh?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she's...
If she addressed the... I've been busy these...
Have you always been...
Of course not.
Tainari told...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull...
Yeah, you're...
Yes. It's said that when numerous darshan... Now, among the 6... Unfortunate...
So who's managing...
Yes.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the grand...
Huh?
I'm not even interested in being one of...
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs with... And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's app...
By the way...
Do we look like...
I'm a designate...
His name is Kaveh. My roommate. You could say he's the which is exactly why...
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change.
Such is the work of the
Well, anyway...
Alright,